It's your boy Cali 26 back with another one, man. I got a lot on my mind, so let's talk about it. Yeah. Alright, so the Black conservative movement, they showing their support for a Orlando Magic basketball player by the name of Johnathan Isaac. Now, why would they do that? Because Johnathan Isaac decided to not wear the Black Lives Matter t-shirt and not kneel during the national anthem when they was at their last scrimmage game. Now I guess he the poster child for defiance and going against Black Lives Matter. Now, what my problem is, what's the problem with the Black Lives Matter movement? Why does saying Black Lives Matter offend people? I don't understand that. Now he trying to blame it on God and all lives matter through God's eyes. That's the route he trying to take.
So you didn't kneel during the anthem, but you also didn't wear a Black Lives Matter shirt. Do you believe that Black Lives Matter?
Absolutely. I believe that Black Lives Matter. A lot went into my decision, and part of it is, first off, is my thought that, kneeling or wearing a Black Lives Matter t-shirt don't go hand in hand with supporting Black lives. And so I felt like, just me personally, and what it is that I believe in, standing on the stance that I do believe that Black Lives Matter, but I just felt like it was a decision that I had to make, and I didn't feel like putting that shirt on and kneeling went hand in hand with supporting Black lives.
Now, do Johnathan Isaac got a problem with placing his hand over his heart saying the national anthem? No. And that's what they applauding him for. The Black conservative movement don't care about no Johnathan Isaac, because if he would have did the opposite, they would have been criticizing him. And he trying to hide behind God on the reason he did what he did. Now, I don't see the problem with saying Black Lives Matter. I don't see the problem with it. And the Black conservative movement is saying that the white conservative movement is putting the Black conservative movement to the front because they feel like they can say the stuff that they want to say. You know what I'm saying? And they falling for the bait. And that's just like if I'm wearing a shirt in support of cancer, why would you come behind me and be yelling, why is you wearing a shirt in support of cancer? AIDS matter too. AIDS matter too. I feel like you saying that AIDS don't matter because you wearing a shirt in support of cancer. Nobody said white lives didn't matter. Asian lives didn't matter. Chinese lives didn't matter. Whatever the other races. All they doing is trying to bring light to the fact that over hundreds of years, this country has shown a track record that Black lives didn't matter as much as other lives.
Johnathan Isaac is a hero. The boy is 20-some years old. Now, I know he's an NBA player, hitting them threes, probably making millions of dollars. But he's a 20-something-year-old man that, in the face of adversity, pressure, social pressure, he stood on principles. So if you guys don't know anything that I'm talking about, Johnathan Isaac is an NBA player. He played for the Orlando Magics. They had a game the other day, and everybody took a knee for the national anthem. Everybody. I'm talking about coaches, other players. I think the managers, I think the water boy, everybody was taking a knee. He was the only one that did not take a knee that I saw. If somebody else was standing up in the background, I didn't see that. But Johnathan Isaac did not take a knee. He stood firm. He stood strong. He stood with conviction. And I know for a fact he's not a veteran on the team, but he stood up for what he believed in. And the reason why he stood up, and this is my favorite part, because it's not just about patriotism in this country, but it's about his faith in God.
Now, what Johnathan Isaac pulled was a publicity stunt. Them your brothers, man. You on the court, you know what I'm saying? Y'all play as a team. Y'all doing things as a team. Not saying that you can't have your own ideas, and that's not what I'm coming at you for. You know what this shit stand for. You know what this shit mean to people that look just like you, your ancestors. But you chose to pull this shit, and I feel they saying that you some type of hero and you brave and all that. No, you ain't none of those things. In my eyes, and then you're gonna try to hide behind God on why you did it. I'm calling bullshit.
And Isaac is not a fan of it. So shout out to him. He's a brave man. And I feel like there's a lot of us out there that feel the same way he does, but they don't want to come out and say anything because they don't want to, offend anybody. They don't want to get on the bad side of their peers. And of course, if you're playing basketball, you want to be able to have team unity, camaraderie. You don't want to be that one guy that's kind of like the outsider and not going along with what everybody else is doing, but he was able to do that. And I think that if more of us did that in general, not just obviously playing NBA basketball or NFL football, if more of us did that in general in our everyday walk in life, then things would be a lot better.
And right after he pulled that motherfucking stunt, he tore ACL. So now he out. Like I say, the same guy that you was trying to hide behind, he don't like ugly, man. He knew what your true intentions was. He knew that he ain't played no part in the motherfucking publicity stunt that you pulled. He knew that. You tried to hide behind him on why you did what you did. Now you got Candace, Owens, and all the other black conservatives calling you a hero, saying what you did was brave. How in the fuck what he did was brave by being the only player to not kneel, but when Colin Kaepernick was the only player to kneel, he wasn't brave.
People should be kneeling, especially if you're a Christian. You don't kneel before anybody but God. And you see when Tim Tebow was doing it, they were mad at him. Oh, he's kneeling, he's doing this. But Tim Tebow kneeled before God. That was his way of worshiping God and praising God for his success. Now, I'm 100% cool with that. But to kneel, when you kneel and wearing Black Lives Matter, you're kneeling to the Black Lives Matter God. I want y'all to understand that. That is a God. Black Lives Matter has become a God. The ideology of Black Lives Matter is a God. Lowercase g, but nonetheless, it's a God. And people are beginning to worship the idea of BLM. They're kneeling at the altar of an idea that is treacherous to this country, that's driving everybody crazy and causing people to be racist. The very same thing that they're trying to get rid of, they're involved in.
And he was standing for something. He was standing for some shit that's 2 to 3 years later, it's still going on. Got the whole world divided. So you trying to say all the people on this side that's saying Black Lives Matter is wrong. And you guys are right. That sounds like some bullshit to me. And what's more funnier is that you got Candace Owens up here citing things that are going on in Africa, and you got all these other black conservatives arguing the fact that it's a problem that people are saying Black Lives Matter. Now that's some crazy shit.
Why I just find the Black Lives Matter movement to just be rooted in fraud and it just a lack of courage, complete cowardice. I would support that movement in a second if they were talking about what we're talking about. If they were talking about black on black crime, if they were talking about abortion, if they were talking about father absence, I'd be like, this is, yes, finally we are having a real discussion with ourselves.
You tell them Black Lives Matter, police are killing black people, they get on the platform and say, well, yeah, but they ain't the only people getting killed. Like, why are you arguing the fact that black people being killed by the police ain't a problem? You can say white people getting killed by the police is a problem too. Why are the police killing everybody? And all of them killings ain't justified. They, like I did the story on conservative twins about a week ago, and they stated that everybody will get killed by the police if they breaking the law. That's not true. As we seen, I don't have to go down the list. It's in the news. It's facts. It's out there for you to see. Why, if the police pull somebody over and that man get out and run, why does it give the police the right to shoot him in the back? Why are you killing him? I can understand if your life is in danger. If you being attacked, by all means, you got to defend yourself. You out here to serve and protect. And if somebody trying to stop you from doing your job and they trying to harm you, yeah, you got to protect yourself because you got to make it home to your family. But if he's fleeing and you upset because you got to run, or you upset because you can't catch him, that don't give you the right to murder him. This is crazy, man. But yeah, they willing to do anything to justify their means. They gonna call this guy a hero and call him brave, and that's why his brave ass laying up somewhere. Cause God don't like ugly, and he damn sure don't like you using this name for some bullshit. But that's just something for y'all to think about, man. Y'all gotta open your eyes to the bullshit and see through it, man. Till next time, it's your boy Kelly 26. Peace.